Slow we in, we started trying to catch up. Yeah, every day is a progress. Yeah. See what I got on though. I make sure I represent Russ Fire. I know we're gonna have some conversation. I got some perfect topic we're gonna talk about. Yeah, we got you on the face. How you like it? What you like? It's good to see, man. Professional. Good, man. Y'all come on in, man. We live right now, man, on the 50. Man, we thank y'all for all y'all support, man. Y'all come on in. We just getting started. We getting set up right now, man. So y'all seeing the behind the scenes prep. We just hit the live button. And so, man, right now, man, we got a special guest in the building, man. We always super excited to talk about some of our community leaders, some of our giants that's here in the local community here in Cairo, Georgia, and we're just super excited to have another awesome show here on the 50. So make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, send it to a friend, tell somebody that we got Mr. Smart on the 50, man. Original hotbed. Man, original born and bred hotbed. Hotbed? Hotbed. The Smart can tell you, man.
You like a hotbed? Okay. I'm excited about
So, man, we're excited, man. We're super excited. We got on night. Oh, we were here. Well, we did this. Wait. You gotta say that. Yeah, man.
Yes, sir. How you doing, Mr. Smart? What's up, man? Why you looking good, bro?
They looking good.
Mr. Smart, hold on, man. Cool,
Mr.
Mr.
Smart, how
Smart.
old you, Mr. Smart? For the record, man. Let me know, man. 86.
86. Oh, my word. Yeah, I would have never gave you that, Mr. Smart.
Real?
86 years old. God, man. I'm proud to say it, too.
Man, I'm so blessed to sit here with one of my favorite people in the world, man. I've been looking for this interview all day.
How you looking at this morning, man?
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. Been looking for this interview all week, man.
Yes,
all
sir.
week, man. And we have the one and only here, man. And before we get started, man, we always start with our prayer and with any sponsors that we have, man. I let Jared Queen have it from here, man. He let us lead us from that part, and I'll come back.
And gracious turn God, Lord. Thank you for this day, Lord.
Thank you, Lord.
Thank you for all the blessings you stole upon us to receive, Lord, in this week, Lord, in this day, a day we'll never see again, Lord. A day, I thank you for allowing us to open our eyes to see, Lord.
Yes, Lord.
Ask you, Lord, let all of the decisions we made that be pleasing in your sight and in your will, Lord. Ask you, thank you for allowing Mr. Smart to come here on the 5th day, Lord. Let him be able to come and tell his story
Yes,
by
Lord.
his own mouth and his own terms, Lord. We thank him for accepting our invitation to come. Lord, we ask you, please let the platform be used for good measurements, not for bad, to lead and guide our young people to a better place in this world as we go through this world day by day, Lord. I ask you, please allow you to use me and Michael
Yes,
in the
Lord.
way you would have it for the uplifting and building of your kingdom,
Yes, Lord.
that it will be pleasing in your sight. Lord, that's all these blessings in your son's name. Amen.
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 Jared Queen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's
Man,
up?
man? What's up? By
Man.
the way, happy birthday! Happy belated
I
birthday!
appreciate that, man. Mr. Smart, I think I'm half where you at, what you just said. On yesterday, I got halfway though.
Yeah, you halfway there, bro.
Yeah.
45.
I turned 45 yesterday, yo.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Smart.
You still got it too.
I still got it, yeah. I still got it. You remember that, man, when I was a little youngster.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, bow on everything, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I had some muscles on me.
Yeah, muscle.
I did.
Yeah,
Man.
Mr. Smart is a living Grady County legend.
Yes, man.
Yeah.
In the flesh, bro.
In the flesh. How long you was in the school system, Mr. Smart? All the years total.
40 something, man.
40 something years.
Yeah, 40 something.
That's
And the thing about it is, and you all mentioned it before we got on about, I was from the hotbed.
right.
Well, when I went to answer a question, put your hand down. From the hotbed.
Yeah,
What?
put your head down, bro.
Put your hand down.
They treated you like that from the bench? Cause you from the hotbed?
From the hotbed.
Oh
Man.
wow.
Mr. Smart, we're gonna get into it, man. But first, man, I gotta introduce the people, man, who you are, man. A lot of people know who you are, but I gotta introduce.
Yes,
I gotta
sir.
set the tone. But before I set the tone, Quinn, you got anything
I
for our sponsor?
Yeah,
bro?
on our sponsor, man, we got a
time and time again, we go through Scott's Tasty Chicken. They do sponsor stuff.
Scott.
Shout out to them. Shout out to Jessica Battle with Raven
Raven
Craze.
Craze.
She do different stuff. I hadn't had time to really get us a display of food. And normally we have a little snack we give our guests, and we'll have to give you a gift card or something. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do this real smart. Since I wasn't able to do that, I'm gonna give you this for your gift, and you can go get your Maryland Fried Chicken is also a sponsor.
Yep,
Maryland Fried Chicken, they all do for us. So take that and get you a meal on the 50th.
On the 50th, it's on up.
We normally have it for you, but we weren't able to get there because I've been in the hayfield, so that'll get you a meal for this evening.
Yeah.
And that show us our appreciation and gratitude to you for coming in, accepting our invitation to do
it. Yeah, man.
But we have a local business that's one of our sponsors that's in need. Soko Smokehouse
Okay.
got hit with a they almost trying to close them down because they're having issues with their sewer and the septic tank system not draining properly.
Okay.
So he's been hit with probably about a $25,000 bill. So we actually started a fundraiser today.
Okay.
We got more details to come. So y'all stay tuned. We got to help our fellow brother out because he gives and do so much to us. When we have these shows, they just give us food to share with our people here.
Definitely.
So the least we can do is be our brother's keeper and let's get the word out and let's fundraise to try to get them this money up. Because we want to see them do. When our small businesses do good, we do good.
Right.
And we want to see him stay successful because Wickham ain't got nothing else.
Right.
So we really need them, and they got good product and good food.
Right.
So we got this. So when they hurting, we all hurting.
Got you, bro. We got to support them, man.
So
Local, man. Classmate 2001.
That's right.
Eric, man. So we always gonna behind support, man. And if you go on Queen Facebook, you got a little details on your page.
I got a little detail on it. Then we got a
You know what I'm
flyer. We're gonna drop the flyer. I dropped the flyer after tonight.
Okay.
And they got 3 or 4 forms you go on, and you can, if you want to make a contribution and you want to be identified who did it, just go on there, drop the payment in. Then we got I think July 10th, we're gonna do a chicken purloo at the farmers market where we're gonna try to sell 2,000 plates.
Okay.
Like, this thing is big. We really got to get this. He got about 60 days. He
Okay,
got to
they
get
gotta
this
get
done, or they're gonna shut it down. So
Okay.
they having to go to a limited menu. They're having to cut back on their hours instead of doing 6 days. They got to do 3 days. They got to completely eliminate the breakfast menu to cut back on all the waste and stuff gonna go in the separate tank. And then they got to pump the separate tank twice a week to keep those days open to be there until they get the system put in.
Okay.
So we want to support the Soko Smokehouse because they support us on the 50.
On the 50.
Yes, sir.
Man, that's what's up.
That's all I got.
That what you got, Queen?
That's it.
That's my guy, man. We working to that thing in the paint, man. That's my guy, man, Jaron Queen. I'm your boy, Michael Anderson, aka Coach Mike. And man, I'm gonna introduce one of the living legends here in Cairo, Georgia. Born, bred, right here, went to Washington Consolidated. Yes, sir. Man, one of the old school. He went to Washington Consolidated. Right? Grew up in the hotbed. So everybody talk about the hotbed. This is the original hotbed. Come out the hotbed. Mr. Smart, y'all got a street name in the hotbed, don't you?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, so you famous. Okay, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to this. Is not anybody regular, man. We got a street name. Anybody talk about the hotbed? We got a street name in the hotbed. Smart Street, man. Came in as a music teacher. He was one of my music teachers when I was in middle school. Man, showed me a lot about music. Was able to teach in. I think you taught a little bit in West Virginia as well. You was a teacher in West Virginia.
Yeah,
You came back home.
First teaching assignment.
First teacher assignment.
Yeah, in Kimball, West Virginia.
Okay.
About 5 miles up the road from Welch, 19 miles down the road from Bluefield. And I know you're at Bluefield because Bluefield State used to play some of the schools down here.
Yeah. And that was your first teaching assignment
in West Virginia.
West Virginia. How long you stayed up there in West Virginia?
19 years.
Wow.
Yeah. 19 years?
Yeah.
So man, 19 years, you about to retire West Virginia.
Well, my mom was here by herself. My brother had gotten out of the service. He just wanted to try to go do something on his own. And it was time for me to make that change. They didn't know anything about band.
Put the mic on this shirt.
In West Virginia. Well, when I was a Boy Scout, Mr. Ernest Cloud would take us, if we did a funeral on Saturday, we did the traffic because we didn't have no kind of help from law enforcement.
Yes,
So
sir.
it was,
Right.
and they would take us down to Florida State, and we had, Florida A&M, and then we had our Boy Scout uniforms on. We got to see the game free. Well, most of the guys with me, they were watching football. You know,
Right,
I was
right.
watching.
Right.
I
What
was
you
sitting
like?
close to the band as I could get.
Yeah. You
So
don't
I
like
could
the
learn
band.
something. So those people had never seen anything like that in West Virginia. Now they had a good band at West Virginia State. That's down at Institute, West Virginia.
Okay.
But not like when I taught those kids. We started from scratch.
You're right.
For that. Man, so
Yeah.
being in the music, then you come down here in Grady County back home, you talk music, you retire, you've been part of the community, you was part of the Boys to Men. We had legendary Miss Ann Flowers on, and she talked about how she developed it and put you in charge of young men and the STEP program. And I remember that the Boys to Men being in the parade. I remember my friend Core being in the Boys to Men.
Yeah.
You running the Boys to Men, and then just being in the community, always part of uplifting and building the community. But I want to introduce the people, the one and only Mr. Talmadge Smart Jr. Welcome to the 50th, Mr. Smart. We had to get the introduction in.
Yeah, we had to go down through there.
Go down through there.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
How you feel? What you think about the podcast room? What like people think about when they come in the
Well,
podcast room?
I didn't even know this even existed. Man. I'm so far behind on what's going on. This is real unique.
A lot of people don't know.
This is unique. And I'm sure my daughter in Dallas will make it.
She gonna be watching.
I
You'll
got
be
Brian,
watching.
Yeah, Brian and Tim in Atlanta.
Yep.
And that's about the extent of our family now. So thank you for inviting me. And I just want to say you missed one thing.
Yes, sir.
When I got here, Washington Middle School, and then I went to Wiggum for a minute
Okay.
and did a band over at Wiggum. And I was almost told, you don't teach no band. Wiggum don't need no band. They were getting ready to bring Wiggum 8th grade or 9th grade to it.
Okay.
And I said, well, who's the superintendent? Who hired me to do this? But anyway, make a long story short, we worked for 3 years, and we got invited to Florida State. I don't think nobody in Grady County ever been invited to
Florida State.
to go. You see that 50?
Yeah.
When I got to the 50, I couldn't even feel the field, man. I thought I was walking on cloud. I was so proud.
Right.
Wiggum band.
Wiggum
Wiggum band. So
Yeah.
Florida
Wiggum
State,
had a band?
so y'all went to a Florida State Seminole game and did
And played
they
at
played
halftime.
at halftime.
Yeah.
What year this was?
I can't remember that. I had it all written down on the paper, but I got so much on my mind to talk and remember.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
It's in the library.
Good memory too, huh,
memory,
Mr.
yeah.
Smart? Good
Yeah.
memory. 86 years old, we still remember that,
Man,
man.
boy.
Yeah.
Good God Almighty.
And one person that I gotta mention is this Dennis up there near the hotel out on 84. And he was one of my students. And now he's Dennis. And the other one is a young lady at my church.
Okay.
We call her Dank.
Yeah, Sante.
Oh,
Sister
yeah.
Dank.
And
Shout out to Sister Dank.
Yeah. And I think she handled the brass section at that time.
Okay.
But
She was in the band.
Lonnie, the dentist up there, was also, and there's so many, and there's some people in Thomasville and Archibald that was in the band, one young lady, but I can't remember her name. But, it's the people that spread out. I was
People
proud.
spread out. Proud.
Yes, sir.
I know that makes you feel so good because you was able to bring some, and then I want to go back to the root though. I want to go back your upbringing. Talk to me about you growing up in a hotbed back in the old days, man.
Well, the thing that got me going, and I tell this at church all the time, we had to walk from the hotbed to Bethlehem. Wasn't no night lights, street light, wasn't no pavement, remember red plate.
Right.
And my daddy was, he was a smart man. He told me there were two stores that I really liked. One of them was Kramer, the other was J. Pollard. He said, "Go
Throwback.
out." Yeah,
Kramer and Jay.
Pollard.
J. Paul.
Jake Paul.
Okay.
Boy, go down
Okay.
there and get you a pair of shoes.
Uh-huh.
Don't you get none of them sports things. You get something gonna last. Well, you know, I want me some loafers like everybody else because you could put a dime in that little cut.
A little loafer.
If
Little
you had
penny
a
loafer.
quarter, you was something.
So you had quarter, you was something, and you put
Put
it in
in
your shoe,
your
shoe.
loafer. Yeah. The little penny loafer.
And so what I would do is worry about what we call them everyday shoes, and then you had Sunday shoes. I put the Sunday shoes in my coat pocket. Then I got up to the top of the hill where the store used to be. Then I changed shoes and throw them the other old shoes on in the bushes till I came from church. But walk and
Y'all walked everywhere.
everywhere. And then found my dad did get a car. And but it was still like walking because I never know the speed on to get up to 20, maybe 15 between. That's how fast.
That's
you
how
go.
fast you were going.
Yeah, even the Thomasville, see my cousins.
Yeah, yeah. Everything was dirt road then too.
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Smart.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
But anyway, the hotbed, and as we
Hotbed.
as we struggled in school, it was important that you knew something. And one day in my class, all my buddies, and I won't call a name because they gone.
Yeah,
He
you.
said, "What you do for the summer, boy?" And I had my hand already up. And she said, "Okay, go ahead on, Talmadge Jr." I said, "Yes, ma'am." I said, "I've been in New York and Connecticut." I like to call, well, Bo Pete said, "Man, he been in the okra field all the time, but we went on a vacation
Yeah, went on a vacation.
every year.
Every year.
Because he worked for the Atlanta Coastline Railroad.
Okay.
And he would get a pass to go anywhere that Atlanta Coastline Railroad.
Wow.
go.
Railroad.
Yeah, railroad.
Wow.
And who did that? Your dad?
My
dad.
dad.
So your dad worked for the railroad.
Mr. Talmadge Smart Senior.
Senior.
And let me say this, so because I want to mention this. On Saturdays when we go to the Zebulon, at intermission, they would have the business and things in Cairo and have the people, and they had my dad pulling not one of them things with the tractors pulled down.
Yeah, yeah,
but they
yeah.
had three, 1, 2, 3 with freight from down near where the Okra House used to be up to the depot and to unload them. They said, "Man, we saw your dad, man. That joker shows strong." And then it hurt me. It made me feel so bad. Till one night I heard this noise. I crawled in the living room and said, "Mr. Smart, we ain't got no flour. We ain't got no meal. We need something." He said, "Well, come back here tomorrow. I have it." The next day, he followed up, gets a whole thing of meal or flour and tell man, some of these things, but your time is taken. Take it on home. And the dudes that were making fun at me, that's what they was eating.
Right.
Wow.
Wow, man. I know you talked about a lot about your dad. I know he was a powerful man in your life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what he meant to you growing up.
Everything.
Everything.
Yeah. And I had an older sister named Dorothy.
Okay.
Was good in sports. She went to Savannah State, and she met some dude up there from Fort Lauderdale. So that first year, the second year, she was coming home for Thanksgiving. Everybody got off the train. She said, "Look down there, boy. Look over there and see your sister." I said, "I don't see nobody."
Nobody.
I know where she is. She's gonna elope. I said, "Elope? What is that?" Elope. What?
Elope.
Uh-huh. And he said, "Well, that's all right." He said, "She ain't got to worry. We know where she at because we had some cousins down in Fort Lauderdale. All of William Snicket and all them from
Right.
Fort
Man, you know, we got a lot of kinfolk. I noticed we got a lot of kinfolk in Fort Lauderdale, bro.
The first time school was out after she had eloped, he said, "We're going on vacation." I said, "Where we going? Fort Lauderdale." I said, "You ain't going down there."
Fort Lauderdale.
But we went.
Yeah,
And
wait.
I just want to say that because he was Christmas time, those bicycles and things that come in that maybe missing a handlebar or missing a pedal, he was repairing them. You know, so I know. I said, "I know what I'm getting."
Right.
Christmas Eve, he had all that stuff piled in that little Dodge. He had 51 Dodge fluid
$51.
drive.
That's old.
Pack
That's old.
with the trunk pack. Come on,
Trunk
boy.
pipe. Come on,
And
boy.
you're gonna go up here, and I won't say where we're at. Boop boop. go up there, put this bicycle on the porch.
Yeah.
I thought that was nice.
And he was fixing them at
He
the
physically give them away.
donating to other
It
people.
sounded like your dad was a great man in the neighborhood, had a great heart.
Great heart, man.
Joe
Great
Little
heart.
subdivision, the Legion, all down those streets. I ain't gonna say exactly where we were going, but he did
And
that.
talk about them neighborhoods, but people don't be understanding like our
Yeah.
neighborhoods original here in Cairo.
Yeah.
They think like we make these things
Time
up.
to Bell's Alley,
Time took
Yeah.
Blair's Alley.
all that. And then I said, why he doing this to these people? But I didn't know his heart.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Man, that's cool. That's
And
nice.
I have a friend at my church, I won't call his name, but my dad was a treasurer for, I think he said 40 years. And on Sunday evenings when he come from church, he had me to count the money. I said, he don't know what he's doing, so I just let a quarter fall on the floor. Cause I'm going to the Zebra.
You going to
going
the
to
Zebra?
Zebra.
I said, well, it's all there. He said, no, it ain't. He said, everything except for quarter.
Yeah, everything except a quarter.
Treasurer for 40 years.
Yeah.
40 years and can count that money.
Got that money.
He's a,
Then I want to ask him, what school did you go to? But I never asked him, but I knew what school he
What's the
went to. So and you see, if you go up there now, and you look down the track when you're crossing, you can see some cars crossing down there about a mile. And you look way on down and you see some crossing down there about going to the hotbed.
mm-hmm.
But anyway, he said one day, and I want to say this, I want y'all to hear this.
Yeah.
His mother said, County, you done got big enough now, you need to got to do something. You eat more than your dad and me both together. He said, oh, okay. So everybody had gone, he was a baby. So he got his stuff. I said, well, how you gonna look? He said, well, I walked the railroad track. I said, that's gonna be funny, Daddy. He said, my stuff is in a paper bag. They ain't have no suitcase.
Yeah.
Luggage.
Right.
And he said he walked all the way from on the other side of Bainbridge. And this is Smart. And,
Yeah.
There's a bunch of smarts in Bainbridge.
Yeah, Curtis
Yeah.
Smart at one. But anyway, he got all the way there to the train station and he was so tired. He trying to get to Thompson because his cousin was over there. And he sat on the railroad track and the guy come to the out there to the thing. It was kind of like a porch where you can come out. Hey boy, you want a job? And he looked around, he's talking about me? He said, yeah, I'm talking to you. You want a job? You can work right here. But whoever was working wasn't doing anything.
Right.
Coming. And he said, you know that colored church over there going down 111? You go there, there's a house over there, and that's where the preacher lives. You know, tell him you need somewhere to stay because you're going to have a job. But that was on a Friday. So sure enough, he went and they found him somewhere to stay. And he told him to be here Monday morning at 7.
Mm-hmm.
I said, what time did you go down? He said, I was up there at 6:30.
Yeah. Ready.
That's right.
40
Dedicated.
years.
40 years.
Yeah. And that's how, but education was always a
Education.
part of what he wanted.
Yeah.
He said, nah, I want y'all to go to school. I said, we going to school. I mean, the school. I'm school.
Not
Yeah.
just finishing
You
high
know
school.
how
We
to
talking
say
about we're going to college. Yeah.
You know, he said, school.
School.
He said, but now, if you don't want to go, you tell me now. So I ain't wasting a pen on it. But if you want to go.
Man, I want to ask you about this, man, because you had said something earlier about when you was in the classroom and you would raise your hand for an answer. You like, put your hand down, boy. You from the hotbed. Give me why people had that stigma about the hotbed. Why was that? And you know, you can tell more about it because you grew up there and you from there originally. But why is that? Because you know the area being poor, being because it's black people. Like, you know, why is that?
To this day, I can't figure it out. The people in the hotbed was like this. My uncle lived next to us, named Riley Smart. He killed all. Everybody in the hotbed got some. You might not have got the ham this time.
Right.
But you got some hog feet.
Okay.
You got some chili.
Hog
you got
jaw,
this.
pig
Okay,
feet.
this-
Okay, so he supplied the neighborhood with hogs.
And then the next
with
time, Mr. Turner Wooten over across the street, he killed hogs. And then it went around. Mr. Elijah Kelly. And then my granddad killed hogs. Everybody. And They stood.
Yeah.
They,
I remember my granddaddy friend that used to live a couple houses from me. What was his name? Bell. Samson Bell. Samson Bell. I remember Samson Bell down in the hotbed.
Yeah.
Man, that's a throwback though.
Yeah, and the thing is, the people in the hotbed looked out for each other.
Okay.
Now, how this music came into me and I want to tell you this because it's funny, but it's true.
Yeah.
On Saturday night, they had a place over there called the Shady Rest.
Yep.
I remember that.
Shade of Red.
Yeah.
It's before my time, but I haven't heard of it.
No, you was there too.
Yeah.
It popped on around our age.
I be trying to get to sleep so I can get up and go to Sunday school, but that last song you played, Boogie Mama. I can play
Boogie
that on the
Mama.
guitar. Hey, Boogie all night long.
So you can play it.
What got you into music? Why did you love music so much?
Our principal name was Mr. Danny T. Grant, and he was also
On the piano.
piano. He was a professional piano, and he was also a pastor at the church at one time.
Okay.
But there was friend Thurston Powell, Calvin Clyde, Candy Boy, Sister Good, Win. I can name them all. He said, I'm gonna get a band. So the band man came from Valdosta on the horn, and I had already found a trumpet in Jacksonville
Okay.
where my uncle lived.
Okay.
But it didn't have but one little thing on it, and you couldn't play nothing unless you playing caps where you don't have to do nothing.
Right.
Bugle.
Right.
And I told Daddy I wanted that trumpet. And he said, how much was it? And I said, $50.
Yeah.
Now a trumpet like that now, a strap costs you about $400.
Oh wow. Big difference. So $50 to $400 now.
Yeah.
Wow. I know $50 back then was a lot of money.
Yeah, he said you better look at Sears Roebuck.
Right. Sears Roebuck.
Yeah. We went in there for $49. The most expensive one they had, $49.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get this one for you. If you don't do nothing, I'm gonna take it and beat you over the head. And you gonna pay for it. So I had to break over here to pay for that and made my payments to him. But at the same time, I had a friend, Calvin Thurston, all those guys.
Yeah.
Clark just passed away, had a tenor sax. I think I mentioned that at his funeral. But I had that trumpet. And
Had that trump.
I made that trumpet talk.
Made that thing talk.
Yes, sir. I went to Fort Valley, and Mr. Charlie Copeland said, boy, all you got to do is blow that horn. I thought he was just telling me that, you know.
I gotta do it, blow that horn.
Get on out of here. So the Freshman Talent Show, I played Bugles Holiday. You ever heard that?
Yeah.
Ain't missing no, boy. And I thought I was something. And I would walk around campus after the Freshman Talent Show with the horn on my arm.
Yeah.
I said that's all I had to do.
That's all you had to do, blow that horn.
Finally, it was time to go to classes. And I said, look on here, English and math on the schedule.
Right.
I said, I ain't got to do that. All I got to do is blow the horn.
You got
do
more
than
than
that.
that.
Curriculum.
You got a curriculum. Just let me go there and blow that horn. Talk about your journey up to Fort Valley State University, and just kind of give you a little context. I grew up. My dad.
Yeah.
I grew up. Being a part of HBCU.
Absolutely.
Going to a Tuskegee game, going to an Albany State game,
Right.
going to a FAMU game, and then my son went to Fort Valley.
Right.
But you went to Fort Valley, and I heard you spoke on that your sister went to Savannah State. Talk about your choice going to Fort Valley State and the HBCU and what that meant to you at that time.
Well, speaking of band, every year the band festival was in Fort Valley, so high
okay.
school bands would go.
Okay.
And we were auditioning. One of the guys was from Macon. Said, man, when you graduate, you ought to come up here. So I'm gonna be up here. And a guy from Bengals named Lawrence Shivers
Okay.
was already up there.
Okay.
And,
So you were meeting some friends over there.
and so he said, all you got to do is come up and then you can play. And so my cousin Claretha, Vix, and Camilla, Irma, she was already gone. But my oldest cousin, Bertha, she went to Morris Brown. And I was thinking about Morris Brown, but they didn't have no band.
Oh,
at the time.
okay.
So
So Mark Bonner had no band at the time.
So I My dad said, well, we done went down there and seen that Foster, man. He said, all you got to do is go to one. Dr. Foster for family.
Oh yeah, Dr. Foster down there,
Yeah.
the Marching 100.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
But he
So you
said-
turned down the Marching 100.
Well, he told Dad I had to pay an out-of-state fee.
Okay.
They got it
Yeah,
right
they
there.
got it right now.
You got how you okay out of state? You were right up there, Carolina.
The out of state
Out of
fee
state
killed
fee
that.
got that, though.
They killed-
Man.
I was like, oh boy, you finna go ahead to Fort Valley.
You go to Fort Valley. I want to go to Fort Valley because, see, when you go to the band for all them schools, Beach High School, what that school in Macon now, it was big. They just marched over you.
Oh really?
Yeah. The only thing we could do when we got halfway down the street at Fort Valley in the parade,
Yeah.
we do that Land of 1,000. You remember that Land of 1,000 dance? Nah, and get up. And everybody in the parade would stop and then
Yeah.
Mr. Grant said, look at them fools.
Yeah, y'all had to get their attention, though, didn't you?
Show plumb out.
Got their attention, didn't y'all?
Yeah, man. But anyway, let's get back to you.
No, we good. No, because going back to a HBCU band versus any other band. Why it makes it so different? Because I ain't gonna lie, it's different than going to an HBCU band. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It shows out, boy. Huh?
Yeah.
Talk about that.
And it's nothing like it. You would think that I would be in the library in college in my freshman year.
Right.
I spent most of my time in the band room.
In the band room.
Mhm.
Wow.
There was something called friendly competition. A girl from Macon, I think Bill County, but her dad was the principal at Peach High School
Okay.
in Fort Valley,
Uh-huh.
and she was first chair.
That's your first year?
She was first chair planner.
Okay.
And I told Mr. Allen, I said, I want to be first chair. He said, Smart, you can't touch that girl.
Oh.
So that's my
challenge.
Yeah, that's my freshman year.
That's your freshman year.
Yeah.
Ballard, Hudson, and Macon.
Battle Hudson, that was it.
That's it. Miss Ann Wooten, she on it, boy. Miss Ann Wooten watching it.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah, she been on the whole time.
Yeah.
She said you the true GOAT.
True gold.
True
Oh, we gonna open up the phone lines a little bit. Cool. We gonna open up the phone lines.
lines up.
Wait a little bit. Hold on. We gonna cause we open that stuff, but we can't close.
So
Jones said you turn a lot of boys into men.
yeah, in at Fort Valley, Lawrence Shivers was over there. Lawrence from Banger was over the trumpet section. So the girl
Okay.
from Ballard Hudson, I couldn't touch it.
You couldn't touch her?
No,
She
my
was there?
first year, I was just a freshman.
Right.
She'd been there about a couple of years.
Okay.
But my sophomore year,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna walk her down.
Oh wow. And you did
Who?
walk her down.
Yeah, I said, Mr. Allen.
I think you still got it, Mr.
Yeah.
Smart.
Smart, he played. Mr. Smart, you play your sax. I should have told you to bring your
Right,
sax
I
in.
think
And
Mr.
bring
Smart still got it, boy.
Yeah, he playing sax, man.
It's in the trunk. I ain't gonna get it.
Yeah. He's in the truck.
Yeah.
Man,
Hey,
Mr. Smart
man.
still, I said, he still got it.
Mr. Smart, I want to ask you another. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
And so I told Mr. Allen about that. I say I'm gonna challenge her, and he said, "Smart, don't waste your time."
For real.
Don't waste your
time.
Don't waste your time.
But she was getting ready to leave. She was a senior, you know.
Right.
And so I might well go and get that first chair.
Right,
I'm
right.
around everybody else.
Yeah, you
I'm
gunning
ahead
for
of
the top.
everybody
You
else.
gunning for the one at the top, huh?
And guess what I played?
What's that?
Cherry Pink and Apple Blossom White by Presperado. And she just got on up and left out.
What?
He said, "Go on over there, Smart."
What?
That's how you got the
That's how you got the chair?
First
Mr.
chill.
Smart, man, the goat in the building. Mr. Smart, I want to talk about this though.
Anto Clyde call him Dr. Smart.
Dr. Smart.
I'm missing something? Is it Dr. Smart?
They do that.
Okay.
Why was
I
it?
appreciate for Anto, yeah.
Why was it important that you went to a school like Fort Valley State HBCU? Why was HBCU? Because in that time it's almost like you really didn't. Did you have a choice? Was it choices?
Yeah, I had a choice. I know I couldn't make it in the fam. That's what I thought in my head.
But that's another HBCU in the other school.
But at Fort Valley, I knew some dudes didn't have two issues. And then my roommate from Atlanta, Jerry Robert, he said, "Smart, let's give him a couple of blankets and let him sleep on the floor because his mama didn't have enough money to pay the tuition. They didn't have enough to pay the
Room board.
Room
Oh
board.
wow. Okay. Okay.
At Fort Valley, my sisters, Lily came the year after I did, and then the year after she came, Maddie came. So it was three of us at Fort Valley at the same time, out of the same family.
Out of the same family.
Yeah, and they were like, yeah. I said, y'all throwing out all these people don't have no meal ticket. Well, we'll take. We'll take.
Right.
We survived. We looked out for
Looked out for each other. That's powerful.
The same
That's powerful.
teaching you got out the hotbed with the young man that with the house.
Yeah.
With the hog, you took that to college with you
Yeah.
and shared it in your dorm.
You know, that's big
That's
too
powerful.
because like I think about it, like it had to be more community based coming together because of the time that even back then, that time that was then, because just being honest with you, black people were getting terrorized at that time.
Absolutely.
People don't like to talk about it, but black people, we talking about the 40s, 50s, and the 60s, man, black people getting terrorized. And you was living in that period.
in that period.
How
many times did I go downtown in Fort Valley my freshman year?
Zero.
Fort
Stayed
Valley.
what? Everything was on campus. I'm glad.
And then if you didn't have any money, there was also the peach orchards.
Okay, the peach.
Would a peach keep you from starving? Yeah.
Yeah, eat a couple of them and get full, huh? Some watermelon too.
Yeah, people keep it from starving.
And some watermelon.
And it was an agriculture school. And
Okay,
I had
okay.
one friend that worked out in the meat department when we were doing, especially my senior year when I had to stay off campus because I was doing a student teaching at Hunt High School in Fort Valley. And me and my friend, we had a partner. And I said, man, how we gonna eat? He said, don't worry about it. He knew a friend that worked in the meat. See, Fort Valley had a cow and a horse.
The cow house.
All that.
Everything.
Okay, over everything.
And they still do that now.
They still do that, yeah.
Oh, that's still big now.
All that big.
Oh yeah.
Man, that's big, man. You know, my like I said, going back to my dad taking the game, and then I was blessed that all of my kids that choose to go to college right now, all of them chose HBCU. My son, I represent Fort Valley State University with my son. You see, I'm right here in Fort Valley State. 3-time all-conference player. Started all 3 years at Fort Valley State. Became a All-American his senior year.
Yes.
My son right now, I represent Stillman College in Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
Yes, sir.
HBCU. He's going into his junior year playing baseball. My daughter's down at FAMU, about to graduate a scientist. So she's a doctor. Dr. Anderson finna be a graduate from FAMU.
That's great. That's big right there.
Big, bro. And then my daughter,
man.
Kennedy, she graduate next year from Cairo High School.
Yeah.
She choosing all business state.
Okay.
Wow.
And then my baby girl, Michael Michelle, she's still in between, but I heard that she might be looking into going to FAMU or some sort.
Okay.
So I just always wanted to express how I love HBCUs because a lot of times our schools don't get the recognition that they needed to and that they have because those are the people that's really, really gonna look out for you. Like we might not be perfect, right? We might not do everything right. We might not have all the money, might have all the finances, but it's so much community, it's so much love. I know when I drop my kid off to any HBCU, anybody that's there that's been there for 10, 20 plus years saying I got their child, I know that they got my child. They ain't never dropped the ball when they say that they got my child. And every time they always had my child, even right now. That's been a blessing to me because I know that people there are going to care.
Yeah, that's a blessing.
Let me just say this. So, 3 of us in school at one time, and this is my senior year at Fort Valley. And I came home and he said, I don't know how you're going back to finish that last quarter.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I can do it. I think he called it issue, but tuition. And
The issue. The
I
issue.
don't know how you gonna eat. Maybe them girls will wrap something up and give you way outside the dining hall. And I was what they call it landscaping. The lady, Miss Frambo, was over the dining hall, and I'd go in and I'd be waiting for the embarrassment. You didn't show me your,
The meal card.
and I said, I can't go through this. So I said, let me go up here to the business office. I went up there and everybody. And I got a Talmadge Smart. I said, that's me. He said, come here. He said, what can I do for you? He said, your meal ticket done paid.
Your dad
already paid. I went home and I said, Mom, tell him I love him. Love him. He should love him. I've been ducking and diving in the dining hall.
The whole time. Your dad
So
was
she
paid.
asked you, right, you know.
Yeah.
And you got to go, you ain't got nothing to show. And he said, you're being paid.
Being paid for.
That's why I love it, man. That's why I want to represent it. Buddy. Three of them.
Three of y'all.
Three of y'all
man.
put y'all through college.
Good God
So
Almighty.
your dad has seen enough of his kids and knew education was their way out.
Yes.
And he was important on making sure he
Make
sacrificed
sure he did all
to make
he
sure
could.
y'all went to college to make a better lives for yourselves.
Yeah.
That's big, bro.
And
Working up there at the depot, the train station.
working at the train depot.
I remember you used to tell them story how your dad had to go and sometimes go to the bank and get some money, some loans for you to go to school or do
Yeah.
different things.
And
And
he's standing out there, and he look out there. Ma'am, come on in. Yeah, I said, we been here all 30 minutes. Then he just look all over. Tyler, come on in here. I see you got the boy with you, and I was being a mama. I'm a man, but I couldn't.
Yeah.
Because times are
Right.
You
We
would-
had to we had to go get.
Yeah.
We had a Pacific job.
Tyler, what this boy say? What you gonna do? I said, I'm tired of majoring in music. Music ain't no future.
That's what they told you.
Yeah, tell me how much you want. And he said, well, I want to get enough to get a washer too for my wife. She been washing all this time. You know, one thing, turn like that.
Yeah.
But it didn't make no difference how much he had to do what? Pay it
back.
Pay it back.
Yeah.
When I got my degree, I come home. I mean, how much my dad owed me?
Right. You paid it off.
Pay it off.
Man, that's a blessing,
That's
bro.
so- Man, Miss Barbara Armstrong says, "Speak, Mr. Spark. You have a story to tell. We still have our ears on.
Hey,
Yeah,
man.
my ears
We
on.
got our ears on.
Barbara Armstrong.
Barbara
man. She's a
Armstrong.
living legend too now.
She is.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Mr. Smart, you live your father life, and your father is still living because he lived through you.
Mm.
You seen his struggle to make sure his children got a good education to get y'all through college, and then you able to come back where you started at and teach the kids that's here, pour into our kids and our school system.
Absolutely.
So how you able to bring that full story, full circle, to come back where you struggled and your dad struggled to make sure y'all got the best education you can, then to come back home and to teach.
After 19, 20 years.
Yeah. There's a song I think we might have done it recently. Look where he brought me from.
Yeah.
Yes.
Look where you brought me from.
That's all I have to do. Just look. One time he said we going to New York, and when we was in, we got on the train, and I said I'm home. I said I love my life. My mom had to fix me a lunch.
You don't live it.
Yeah. He said, well, wait till we get to Winston-Salem. They put the dining car on, then he did a dining car. He never dining car on the train. So we went in there and I sit down out. I don't know what I ordered, but I ordered, it must have been a hamburger or something.
Yeah.
About that minute. And then an MP come on. And I said, I know I ain't gonna sit with her. He come on. I said, ain't nobody sitting here, mister? My dad said, no, have a seat. And the dude had a thing on there, MP.
Right.
And a gun up in everything. I couldn't eat, man.
Couldn't eat.
He said, what's wrong with that boy? He said, I don't know what's wrong with it. But it's food, them french fries and the hamburger getting cold. And finally that guy said, son, it won't be like this all the time. He said, I'm going over to the other table. And he said, so he could turn his back so he wouldn't look at me. Then I engulfed that burger and the french fries. Did I have an experience doing this? No. But the experience was great. Huh?
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
Yes, sir. I
Huh?
see. I mean, and that's powerful, right? Because a lot of times we forget, and we have members, people like you, man, just reminders. Like we're going through a special time right now. How you, I mean, I ain't just say you, but our ancestors, our grandmamas and our granddaddies fought for our voting rights, and we just saw how, you know, we ain't gonna get into that, but just how a lot of the stuff that we fought for is being undercut, being demised.
Yeah.
And now we really got to be supportive of one another. We really got to link up with one another.
Right.
We really got to support with one another. And it's going back when you was growing up. Like, we got to be helpful to one another, man. You know, like, I'm going to have to open my house up and let you sleep on the floor until you get right.
Right.
You know, you're going to have to come back to, like, my house, this can't be about my house. I got extra room. Come on, man. Lay down, man. And I think that's where it's coming out. We got people right now feeding the homeless.
That's right.
You know, they doing it out of the kindness of their heart.
They home.
Now they looking to buy property to put homeless people in. But our government spending thousands, I mean,
Millions.
we talking about billions of dollars to drop bombs to kill people. But when will this make sense? When can this make sense? But going back to where you at now, Mr. Smart, no, now you retired. Now you just relaxing and chilling.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm volunteering every minute that I can.
Talk about some of your volunteering, because you stay active now.
Yeah.
I know it. The church is one of them. Every time I'm there, he's there. The sons of Adam be in there. They ain't got a jacket, but they don't. I said, now, Mr. Smart wearing that coat, boy. Got the thing on it.
It's good to be a part, because look what they did for me, and the little that I can do for them. Yeah, for them. And that's so important. And
So
to be an example. And the other day when you mentioned that to me, I started thinking about a man that his name was Mr. Wesley Langston. It was just one I could go. I had Mr. George Kitchens, which was the agent for 4-H and all that.
Okay.
But Mr. Langston was also, I think he worked for Independent Life, or one of them insurance companies.
Okay,
Life
insurance.
Assurances.
Okay.
And you had to hang your little thing right inside the living room, and you knock on the door, and if nobody come, you just open the door and get the thing. And I think he had 35 cents or 40 cents for your insurance
Payment.
payment every week.
Yeah, I remember we had them. My grandma used to have come around. They used to put the
You know
paper
what I'm talking
thing on
about?
the back of the door.
Yeah.
When they used to go around, the insurance man used to come around to your house and
Collect
get
the
the
payments.
payments.
Yeah.
And then they had a piece of paper with slits on. They write the date,
Date
sign,
and everything.
and they would. My grandma used to put $25 in the thing. That was what her thing was. But the policies wasn't nothing. They paid these policies like for years, like.
It wasn't that.
Yeah, and when she died, she only had $10,000, but she done paid that policy over 50 years. Yeah, you do the math, it's like, man, that policy. Yeah, and they was doing this in hundreds of neighborhoods throughout the city.
Yeah.
Walking, going from house. When he left our house, he went across the road and got me $1 life insurance policy, but
Yeah. Well, this is
for
even
lack
before
of
that.
knowledge. Yeah, and it was less then, so it was even before then. But I remember that as being a little boy watching him do that for years. Yep.
And so, you know.
And you miss a payment, it
It
zero it out.
Yeah.
And you got to start over.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, that
Okay.
happened for real.
let me answer your question. What was it you asked me?
Man, just like some of the stuff that you're doing right now in the community.
Well, it's so important. I volunteered for public housing.
Okay.
Dr. John Mariah came out to Southside and said, we want you on the board. And I was, I said, what board? He said, public housing. And I told him right in my office, my aunt, Martha, Hannah, Lucy, and Mary, they lived in the projects down there. I know the exact house, and I went over one time on my bicycle. I said, y'all rich, y'all got a bathroom with a shower and a tub and commode and all like that.
Right.
I thought that was something,
Real.
They built them right at the school. And then I remember that. So when Dr. Wright asked me when I served on the board, I said, I certainly will, because it's a what? Asset for those people to live like that. And week before last, I was going to say this, I went to Jekyll for a meeting, and
Jekyll Island.
yeah, we had a meeting there, and things are really, housing is so important.
Very important right now, man. People right now, man. People can't afford housing. They got to live in cars.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, I watched this documentary how people say that they find the best spots to be homeless is in the parking lot of the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I saw a family with his kid, his wife, living in the car, and they're taking turns to go inside the hospital to wash up.
Yeah. But and
then the cafe then they have a cafeteria where they can eat there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They just sleep in the car. But man, it's like housing is very important. Man, you was on the housing, on
the board.
On the board.
And other things, I just sit and watch and pray and offer my expertise, which is enough, and just try to volunteer to do what I can, especially neighborhood, and do those things. And at the church.
At the church.
Man.
I'm going to talk about that now.
Yeah.
Mr. Smart, hold on. About the church, Bethlehem.
We got to open these lines up though.
Yeah, we open the lines up.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna go ahead and Shaletta Pierce said to do what she said.
Shaletta.
She said, "Thank you, Mr. Smart, for always encouraging others along the way."
Yeah.
That's one of your good church members right there.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Cox said, "Mr. Smart, my friend." You know Jeffrey Cox?
Yeah.
Chad Johnson had Mr. Smart for music at Washington, and he was my counselor at Cairo High School. Hit a little bump in high school, and Mr. Smart was very good to me. He knew we were just being boys. He seen me not long back and asked how I was doing. He still remembered me. I really appreciate him believing in me.
Yeah.
So with all that being said, we're going to open up these phone
lines
lines.
are open.
229-726-8244.
8244.
For people that want to call in and just express your gratitude to Mr. Smart and thank him for all his many years of service and for the encouraging words from reading through the message that people are sharing. We just want Mr. Smart to know that you are being
welcome,
seen,
bro.
you are welcome,
Thank
you are
you.
loved, you are appreciative,
Yeah.
and this from the people that you taught over all these years in the Grady County School System.
Yes, sir. One of our
Washington
goals,
School.
Mr. Smart, that me and Queen, God bless us with this vision and idea was to uplift and build up our community leaders like you and other people that we brought here, and not only just to talk, but to share how you've been wonderful in people's lives. I'm gonna tell you a story about how you was blessing my life. I remember coming back, moving back from Florida and coming back home to Bethlehem, and you know how Bethlehem at that time, Pastor Knight just was there. She was in her first year.
Yeah.
I just was there.
Yeah.
And it wasn't nobody there.
No kid.
No kid, right?
Kid.
And I can remember how you used to lead church school and you say, y'all don't know, but y'all see that front row? That front row gonna be filled with nothing but kids.
Yes,
and
sir.
the second row gonna be filled. And I just see that vision. You just kept preaching about that vision of kids coming to being part of the church, being part of the program. And fast forward now, Bro Smart.
That's right.
13, 14 years later, man.
It's still coming.
Good God Almighty. I mean, our church now is just, with a wonderful pastor that we have, she just,
And y'all definitely got a wonderful.
she
wonderful
so much love so many. She love kids,
and we love her too.
and she brought that thing to Bethlehem where now it's just exploding out the wall. I mean, talk about your experience, because I know you were there you've been there ever since the beginning.
There.
We done seen some ups and downs.
You done seen some real ups and downs.
Yeah.
But just talk about the life. Talk about the high life and talk about where it's at now, man. What we doing and how we celebrate God and praise the Lord.
It's a blessing. Pastor Night, I could spend the rest of the week.
Still won't get through.
It's the thing that we see somebody that is real.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Real. You know when something is phony.
Right. You can smell it from a mile away.
What mile away? And
Realness.
I say, goodness gracious. She want me to be. I was thinking about Mr. Langston, and when she came, the first time I saw her,
Right.
I was Sunday morning. I was in there. I had 2 students,
Yeah.
and
Big Janie.
No, these are students.
Okay.
Okay, I had.
I said Miss Janet because she was.
Oh, yeah,
That was a duck
Oh,
sometimes.
my granny was done now.
Yeah.
My granny was done, boy. You
Camille.
couldn't say nothing.
Oh yeah, Camille and Leanne.
And yeah.
They're the only two girls there for a
And
long
I
time.
heard the door open back now and look, and here comes Pastor Knight. And she said, "I'm Deborah Knight. I'm you all's new pastor." And he said, "I'm Coach Knight."
Coach Knight.
I said,
Coach
"Come
Knight.
on in."
Come on in.
And I said, "Then this thing we got to do better than
Yeah.
this."
Yeah. Two.
Those young ladies are so successful. And
So
then I could
successful,
name
man.
them, and how it's going and it's growing and it's growing and it's growing. From the leadership from up there down to each
Remember
and every
when we adopted a little kid?
Yeah.
We called him Little Smart.
Yes.
You know, he done graduated this year,
Yes,
man.
sir. Yes, sir.
Man, remember a little boy.
Yes, sir.
Grew them up, man, and now they becoming, successful young men and women in the community, man. And I think it's a testament to who you are, how you continue to speak life into us.
Yes.
You continue to enjoy the things of life in the simplest form, like just celebrating each other, laughing, celebrating God, going to church, teaching.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And just all of that in the community, man.
And I got to say this because I think about it all the time, and I tell my cousin, Sister Dank,
Yep.
Reverend Reagan said,
Reverend
"Smart,"
Raven.
Just say, "Smart, you've been in music all that. Can you go and come to practice and sing the choir and kind of encourage them and help them, tell them they need to pick it up and everything?" And my cousin was the head soprano. Her name was Tip Bell, Lee Bell. And they was in there practicing, and Mr. Jackson was on the organ.
Yeah.
James Jackson. And they were playing a song so slow that I went to sleep.
Right. You want a little upbeat.
Upbeat.
Yeah.
And I said, "Excuse me, cuz, can you all pick that up, son?" She said, "Let me tell you something, boy. You done went to Fort Valley. I've been singing like this, and ain't nobody gonna stop me from singing like this." I said, "Reverend Raven, I can't help it." It's kind of funny, but they were set in their ways.
Yeah.
And, but
I'm glad
maybe
you said
back
that.
then, that slow beat, but people had upbeat music back then.
Yeah.
They were just set in their ways.
Set in their way.
I'm
Maybe
glad
I
you
had-
said that.
Huh?
I said, I'm glad you said that. Can we let you finish that? Go ahead, finish that.
Because if you want some spirit,
Right.
you got to
Gotta lift it up a little bit.
Gotta lift it
A little
up.
Tempo.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yes,
That's
goodness.
sweet. You gotta clap that thing. Stomp your feet.
Yes, goodness. Don't put nobody to sleep. You got.
Wake them up.
Yeah.
Man, wake them up, man.
Yeah.
And I feel like that too in our community. But Justin Hudson said I can't call in, but I'll like to just send my appreciation to Mr. Smart for always pouring in to other people and for his kind and calm demeanor.
Thank you, Justin.
Justin Hudson.
Justin Hudson, man.
Yeah.
Man, y'all call in, man. Y'all make that phone call with 229
229-726
726
8244.
8244.
Miss Melody S. Robinson Corker. The Smarts was very good people from the hotbed, and I used to sit on the porch with his mom and dad and his sister Maddie. She was my school teacher when Washington was all black.
Washington Consolidated.
Marcus Singletary said Mr. Smart should have brought his guitar.
Yeah,
All that sax, huh?
that saxophone. You got it in the car.
Yeah,
Keep it. Yeah.
You just might need to pull out. John Jr. said Mr. Smart the GOAT.
The GOAT.
And eat it up. Sheena Garland said, "I love Mr. Smart. That's my cousin."
Yes.
But Mr. Smart, you hit it right on the head when you said you need to pick it up, and I feel like that. Being one of my goals, and Mike too, in our community is
you know, we need to pick the tempo up in our
Pick the
city and
tempo
our
up.
community
Yeah.
with leaders. It's time for a new leader to emerge
Yes,
and
sir.
start taking to him. Because here you sit at 86 years old,
Mhm.
then poured in all these kids. Now it's time for these kids that you poured into, that's men like me and Mike,
Right.
start leading and be in
Right.
leadership roles.
Mhm.
So you could take a sit back and watch
What?
the fruit of your labor unfold. And that's
Right.
been my push since last year, is to challenge more people, even including myself. I never, this podcast was something me and Mike thought about, and it's something I've always been somebody to stay in the bank, you know.
I know.
But everybody can't stay in the bank.
Yeah.
And I keep been trying to go back, but God keep bringing me to the center, and
On the
keep
50.
bringing me back to the center.
Right.
So this is where He want me to be, in the center of the league. So I just have to take the mantle and run with it, because I've been not trying to do this, but He keeps putting me right back in the center.
Yeah, let me tell you something that you
Uh-huh.
probably forgot. It's right across the fence over there. We was playing with that school from Atlanta.
We played a bunch of. We played Maris.
Mary.
Mary. Yeah.
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 He don't know how I remember that.
What that?
He came from, he was a linebacker then. I
Yep.
believe.
Yep.
You know, my memory is gone, but he was a linebacker.
You remember good.
And that boy from Mary's was coming from way around. Queen went way around there and come down there and run him down. Because they, we were saying that they're not going to cross the 50-yard line.
Right. Right.
Tackled him right on the 50.
Right on the.
Right on the 50. Hit him right on the 50.
You hit him and took him on back and
Man,
dug him
Queen.
into the dirt.
Yeah. Queen was a hard hitter.
Yes, sir.
I
And
played
never
for-
act like he was no Superman and you were ready for him to what? Kick it on off for the next play.
Yeah, or help them get up,
Yeah.
get them up, help them get back up.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
see, that spirit you still have.
Yep.
Mhm.
It was never personal. It just
No.
we want to win the game,
Yeah.
and this is what we got to do to win. But after we made the play,
Yeah.
And they said,
Mhm.
and I don't want to make up anything, say that whooped them, and they didn't even want to change, because they had said we were going down to Florida State and shower before the game and come back to Cairo and play them, then go on to Atlanta. But we whooped them.
They going
they
back
ain't
to
want to
Atlanta.
go. They ain't even want to go to Tallahassee.
No,
They want to get on out of here.
get on
They
out.
get up out of here.
Get on
Decide.
out of here.
They go back up to Atlanta.
But Tim James asked Mr. Smart about them boys to men days.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We
Talk about the
had
boy to me
those
days, Mr.
step
Smart.
dance days.
Yeah.
You know, when a person can express themselves and what's in them,
Mhm.
that's so good. Don't keep nothing.
Build up.
In it. And I say, guys, y'all ever heard of Tuskegee? No, I said, we go to Tuskegee. I said, I went one time with an ag teacher named Mr. Harvey Hall.
Harvey Hall.
And he was one of the smartest men I ever been, and I was in his class, and he said, I'm gonna take y'all to Tuskegee and let y'all see something. And we went to Tuskegee and met, the famous man. He was young then, and they took the boys to Tuskegee 3 times. And there was so much to be seen, and then we saw the planes with the airmen, all that. And I wanted these people to see and what's going on in the other parts of the world.
Yeah.
It's in Cairo.
Yeah. And you're taking on young men out of Cairo, Georgia.
Yeah. Tuskegee. Moab.
Yeah.
What's the school in Jacksonville?
Edward Waters.
Bethune-Cookman.
Bethune-Cookman.
We went everywhere.
Everywhere.
And some of the guys had never been in a hotel. And instead of, even though there were 3 or 4 in one room, and our job was to check and make sure everybody was safe. Hey, y'all got that television on? Hey! I said, okay. Not going in there. This is no.
Right.
And some guys have never been in a hotel. You know
And,
what I mean?
and it's still kids like that right now.
Right now.
To
Right now.
this
They're
day.
close to that.
They
Yeah.
ain't been out of Greater County.
But we need something, and I said on this show, I said on the last show, we need, like I just said, you older now, and we should have kept that going.
And it still can be, you don't ever have to forget it. You're on the right age to
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
We need to put that back in place, including you too, Tim James, since you brought it up. Tim James, Jit Jones. It's a couple of y'all young men or men that's in age that's mentioning Boys to Men on this live feed tonight. Let's take I challenge you men to let's pick the man up and let's start it. Cause if it meant enough for y'all to come in on it tonight, it made a difference in your life.
Some young kids, boys right now that need
your mentorship skills and guidance now. Just like Mr. Smart paid it forward then to save the next generation.
I think it's very, very important that young men see men.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Not boys, not want to be a man, but a man. And what a man is? A man is taking care of his family, taking care of his kids, taking care of his household, taking care of his wife, being productive in the community, being productive in all of these things. That's what a man does. That's what a man is. Right. And I think a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, the culture of what we think, what we need to have in our pocket, or what we need to drive, or what we need to live in, oversee our character.
Right.
Or oversee our integrity. And I think that's what we got to get back to now, because that matters the most. And when we want to be a real leader, because there's a lot of people that so-called are leaders because they are in a position, but they are not leaders. Everybody that's in a leadership position are not leaders. And it's time for leaders to come out with their integrity and with that love to say, hey, look, we're not going to do that. This is not what this how we gonna look. This is how we dress.
Yeah.
This is how we're gonna hold our pants.
Yeah.
This is how we're gonna carry ourselves.
Right.
And I think that's what we got to get back to, because when we look, when we carry that, when it's on the inside of us, it won't never go anywhere.
Right. One of the best experiences that I had with the organization, it may not seem that important, but it was.
Mm-hmm.
We went to Atlanta and we went over to Morehouse, Spelman, and then went over to Morehouse. So their Greek guys come out.
Okay.
And, they, I don't know how the word that got up there, that we had some dude, our guys could step.
Oh, so they will show some real stuff.
Yeah.
That one that saw them Greek stepping. Boy, they be stepping now.
I said, man, y'all see that? Y'all want to show them something?
Oh, y'all showed us something? Who?
Corey.
Yeah.
My cousin.
My dog Corey, man. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Corey,
Big
man.
C. That's my dog,
Tim
man.
James, he on here. Tim James on here.
Tim James.
Yeah.
I said, look, they ain't got to prove nothing. They know something small. We got to show them.
Y'all show
Yeah,
me.
show
Plum out. And
Show Plum out.
They just walked on and went somewhere.
Yeah.
Come back to say thank you.
Wow. Man, I mean, like,
And then we went to Bethune Cookman.
Yeah. Doing Cookman in Jacksonville. Yeah, I did some traveling, man.
Y'all did a lot of traveling. So how did y'all come about funding? How y'all got funding to do Boys to Men? Community?
To this day, I don't know. I know that people would give.
Right.
That lady's name up there on the wall.
You see that name
And
on there?
Flower. Look it up.
Yeah. She signed on top of the building. We got you on the roof.
Miss Flowers,
Miss Flowers, yeah, man.
And never. We would go to. See, some of the guys have never been to a restaurant. I'm just gonna tell you.
Yeah. No.
In the restaurant where you get your tray and you get what you want.
Right.
Right.
But they was getting dessert first.
They was getting dessert first.
It's a learning thing.
Right.
Get you something in there, and then all that you want a half a cake, it's already slide to
Get how much you want.
And I ain't gonna lie, Michael. I was one of them men, one of them young men. I was that way.
Yeah.
But on the football team, we had some coaches that we gonna be dressed, we gonna go first class, we gonna eat first class everywhere we went. That's how it was. That's how. And when we got done with the game, you gonna eat. We was eating before what's the chicken place now that everybody just gotta have? We was eating they ain't open on Sunday. What's the name of the chicken place?
What is?
The chicken place. Coach, when our coach's dad, what's the chicken place we used to get? Always had it was always on the bun. Had one pickle on top.
Oh, Chick-fil-A?
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
We was eating Chick-fil-A way back then. Before
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A got to be the Chick-fil-A it is now.
Yeah.
We was eating it then. Back when we was playing high school ball.
Yeah,
That's what a pick on top. That's what
Man,
we
that was
ate
good,
after the
man.
game.
Yeah.
Was Chick-fil-A.
About 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah. You have a whole cooler full of them.
Cool on, yeah.
Just get what y'all want after the game. But we had coaches that because when I got, I had limited supply of food home when I got home, so I ate at school.
Mhm.
That's what it was. And when we played games, we had pre-game meal.
Yes,
We
sir.
ate.
We ate good out there.
We ate good,
Steak
yeah.
and potatoes.
Yes, sir.
I don't know what they're doing now, but we eat steak and potatoes at that
Yeah,
pregame.
so my classmates still didn't understand why I went so hard. I went so hard because I knew the option was outside of that.
Right.
As long as we was winning, we was getting first class everything.
Yes,
Uniform, shoes. We went to Dome, got new shoes, and they have a game to
One
break
time.
in.
One game.
One game. That's it.
That's right.
Hey,
Yeah.
charter.
But
But
those-
we didn't touch our away game
Yeah.
on the playoff, bro.
Right.
We didn't ride no Bluebird, but
No,
we
Yeah.
busting charter.
But our coaches was raising me how to be boys, and they engraved that first class stuff into us.
Yeah,
as
first
men.
class, bro.
Yeah.
First
Yeah.
class.
Yeah.
That's good.
The same thing you was doing in boys and men.
Yeah.
We got that same thing playing football under Coach Hodges and Fields and Bobo them.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's how it should be. You should be able to.
First class.
First class.
I think first class means a lot.
Yeah.
You know, I shout out to my parents, man, and I think about it a lot, man. Like, I had the opportunity to grow up with both of my parents in the house,
That's
man.
a blessing.
And I saw my dad, man. He was the epitome of working hard. You know what I'm saying? He played on the weekend, but he made sure he went to church. He made sure he kept us straight. He made sure a roof was over our head. He made sure everything was everything.
Mhm.
And my mama didn't have to want for nothing. You know what I'm saying? So just like now growing up and fast forward, man, me a man now myself, a husband, 15 years, 5 kids, 2 grandkids. You know what I'm saying? And just being able to just think about how we can add more to the pot because there are children that don't have that. And I be telling my kids, Michael, Michelle, and Eliza, they still the young one, and Kennedy, they still around, and I'm like, y'all better take advantage of your daddy. You know what I'm saying? Not in a negative way, but understand that there's a lot of kids out here don't have it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Example, yeah.
Yeah, being an example where you see me, yeah, you can call me, you can pull up on me,
Right.
all of that, and I think that's very important with the young kid, and I think that's why the call to action is so big of starting or getting back on this boy to men horse and really getting back to training young men how to be men, how to be fathers, how to be good dads, how to be good men, how to be good husbands, how to have that self-control where we won't have to go by the seat of our pants and chase every woman that look at us or wink their eye at us. All of those things carry value.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like, we just have to hold it down. So I think that's big, man. And Queen, I think that's a big shout out to send that out, man, and just have that announcement that
I think Tim James and these men that's doing good in life, that the time Mr. Smart Porter and y'all pay that forward to these men because all young men now they need it.
Yeah,
they lost.
I mean,
they
big
need
time,
it,
bro. I mean, big time,
these
bro.
cell phones and TVs is what raising our kids.
Yeah.
Cause they don't have an example like we had Mr. Smart as an example of how to be a good man.
Man, I'm gonna tell you this,
How to
man.
be a
I'm
role
gonna
model.
give you a quick story, bro, and it was powerful to me. And I was doing some mentorship down at the Greater Education Center at the Crossroads, and shout out to Miss Hudson, man. And she gave me an opportunity to work with the kids, and I was always, looking for something that I could bring to the table that can take a young man from here to here, right? Just another level, and to me, it's always about your appearance.
Yeah.
Like that's where it really starts from inside because you're gonna treat yourself how you feel.
That's right.
Right? Like if you walk around with your breast stank, your clothes ain't on, your pants hanging down behind, that show you how much you really care about yourself.
Right.
And so I had gave a talk about to the young men out there at Crossroads. He was a high schooler, and a lot of times, they got to have their pants in a sagging way, lazy way. I mean, we wasn't super nasty, but I wanted to talk about how we need to start carrying ourselves in a way where people would take and not disrespect you because how you look, but hold you to a different standard because how you look.
Right.
And then I gave an example of if I came to a job and I walked to this interview and I got jeans on, jeans sagging, hair any kind of way, not shaved, breath stink, I didn't bathe, so I'm stink, and I'm coming to a job interview, and I want to tell them how much I can help their job, help their business. I can't do that.
Right.
I can't say anything because my appearance speaking louder than with my words.
That's right.
And so then now when we come back to our young men carrying ourselves accordingly, and it starts with just how we dress ourselves, how we put our clothes on.
Right.
And I was giving a speech and I was telling about this young man, and one of them kind of like, had his pants in a way where it could be sagging, but he could pull them up. Tell me the next day he come back to school, and for the rest of the school year, with a belt on, with his pants up on his waist, bro. And when he came back, I pointed that out.
Yeah.
So because that's when a kid just want to see it, because I wasn't just talking about it. I ain't wearing my pants hanging out my behind like that. That ain't my thing. But when a kid not only me talking but see it every day, they see me every day. My shirt tucked in, I got a button shirt. I might have a beard on, but it's gonna be clean cut. It's gonna be shaved. I do have locks, but sometimes I have it tied up, or sometimes I have it neatly, situated. But it's about my appearance.
Appearance is everything.
Everything, right?
Everything.
Even with our appearance with our podcast room.
It's everything.
You see what I'm saying?
And you know what inspired me more, almost as more as any of this, what I'm saying is, I looked at my phone, and boom, that's me.
That's technology.
That's you, Mr.
How you
Smart.
felt? How you felt when you saw that On the 50 podcast little post?
And that is, I say thank you, Lord, thank you, because I can see myself when I look in the mirror.
Yes, sir. Yes,
But
sir.
when I looked at that picture, I saw myself as those people saw us. And you mentioned my cousin, Corey.
Yes.
Corey,
Corey's
we
good,
went
man.
to Thomasville. I don't know whether that's last year in there or not. But Corey, I ain't watching that. I said, he ain't doing that. And I said, Corey, come on. Bring up the rear now and get down when we get down. And we was down there coming down East Jackson, West Jackson, for return to go down by the farmer's market. And I heard everybody just screaming and hollering and everything. And I looked back. The girl done the circle.
Corey down
Corey.
there. Tearing it up.
Tearing it up.
Corey took it down.
Huh?
I got to shout out to my boy, man. I was thinking about look, bro. I got to shout out my dog Corey, man. I saw a young man a couple weeks ago, head full of waves. A lot of people ain't wearing waves like everybody got dreads now. But you remember, y'all, if y'all don't know Corey had some deep waves. Corey had some of the best waves I ever saw in a man's head.
Right.
Corey had that deep
wave.
Pacific Ocean, man.
That's right.
That's
true.
I said,
Pretty boy Floyd. Man, pretty boy big boy.
And the girl was running.
They love the Corey now.
Teddy Bell.
Teddy Bell.
They
called
didn't have to
Teddy
tell
Bell.
anything else about how to do.
They were doing it.
practice. Let's
Yeah.
do it. Because when we stop and they start getting down,
They want a piece
I
of
remember
that.
Corey Love do that squirrel. The Corey Love do that squirrel. Boy, that was a damn, boy, that squirrel. Let me see you, squirrel. That dog gonna stink, man. Rest in peace.
Tim James said, man, we had on them Dickies suits
Yeah,
with our
the
stepping
thing with the boots.
Mr. Smart had us sharp. We used to step in the MLK parade.
I'm about to go get me a Dickie fit right now.
Right now. Get
Oh,
clean.
get me a little short Dickie fit. It get hot though. We wear that thing.
Yeah.
Hey man, we got a couple more minutes, man. We gonna close this thing out, man.
Mr. Smart, anything you want to tell the people that's watching and that's looking?
let's see. I spoke at a funeral.
Uh-huh.
And I said this, let the work I done speak for me.
Yeah.
That's all I said.
That's all you had to say.
And I'm going to tell you, Miss Jane, you ain't got, everything that she did, it spoke for her. And
Yes.
that's it. You can get up there and tell all kind of stuff, lies sometimes, but people know what you did.
Good
They know
God
what
Almighty.
she did. You understand?
Miss Jane, man, rest in peace, man. The mama of
Man,
the church, I love me some Miss
man,
Jane.
I
She
miss-
loves some Elijah, bro. Miss Jane was mean more than Elijah. Elijah come to that church, they ain't sit by Elijah.
Yeah.
Man, she cut Elijah, cutting her out. hey, boy, you know that sit with me, James, bro? All right, you better get over there. She's like, all right, sit over there. She just be smiling. Hey, I love some Miss James, bro.
So even
That's my baby.
you don't know when even the little bitty guys are watching, just like they watching me. It's so good to hold your head up.
Yes. Oh, your head.
Yeah, hold your head up. And that song, through the storm, through the night,
Through the rain.
through the rain.
Through the rain.
Yeah, that
Hold
was,
that head up.
Hold that head up,
I
bro.
was a good lady, man. I ain't gonna lie. I can call my granny.
Anytime, huh?
Yeah.
Yep, it tears me up that no, I had that.
That's
She meant her business. She was all about that business now. She
Hey,
loved.
she didn't play by
She
devil.
loved
They didn't play by
Bethlehem
Pastor
Church.
Knight, did they?
And you couldn't say nothing bad about
That
Deborah
Deborah
Knight.
Knight.
Dr. Deborah Knight. Not my granny.
No.
Not even her kids couldn't say nothing about Dr. Deborah Knight.
And that's what we try to insert.
Yes.
Yes.
Every one of us.
Yes.
Just do what we can
While we can.
Yeah, while we here, so
Yep.
that people can. And nobody don't have to get up and say, yeah, I was gonna say he was good to his family. Well, don't make up nothing. You do it every day. You understand?
Right. Every day.
Every day.
Every day.
My granny had all her stuff laid out to what she was gonna wear, to
What?
everything. She didn't want us to don't have them folk up there standing on me telling all the lies. They wasn't talking and speaking to me when I was leaving. Ain't no need of them getting up there in front of me while I'm dead.
Wow.
My granny had her stuff together.
Together.
Yes.
She was ready.
She was ready. And she
yeah.
prepared us. Even though she prepared each one of us each little way, we still, you just can't prepare for death. You
No.
really can't prepare for death. From when somebody is such a strong staple
Yeah.
and toehold my granny. I call my auntie now, I talked to her today, and she's still closing out. It's a lot of business that go on behind the scenes with a person that they dealt with closing accounts and getting stuff. She's still dealing with that stuff now, months later after my granny. But my granny had all her stuff planned. We didn't have to do any of that. And she wanted it short, sweet, and simple. That's what she
Okay,
did.
I see our time. Now, let me just say something to you two.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
When you call me, man, and I start thinking, I say, you know what? Those guys had to be watching me to see what has gone on
All decades.
all this
Yeah, we
time.
talking about decades.
Yeah.
Yes.
And to ask me,
Yes.
thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank
But,
you.
Thank you.
Sonny, I'm looking at you.
That son you were looking at me.
And you can't do it. And I said, Lord have mercy. And it was just.
It's always a blessing to fellowship with our family, man. I love me some Bethlehem, man. I love me some Mr. Smart. Man, I remember that trip that me and you and my dad took up to Fort Valley State. Man, I think we laughed the whole damn back.
Yeah.
Mr. Smart is too funny, man. He is comedy. I was driving my daddy ride, bro, Smart in the bike. I promise you, bro, we laughed
Laughed
there
the whole
and
time.
back, man.
Yeah.
It was a great time, man. I always remember some of the awesome stories. Mr. Smart, we ain't gonna hold you, man.
Miss
We just had a great
Chandler
time.
Smiley Corker said you was one of the greatest counselors in the
Yeah.
Grady County school system.
Great.
Amen.
Yes.
Amen. And she's working at Southside.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Great teacher
So
herself.
as we close the thing out, Mr. Smart, with your feet planted there on the 50,
50.
on the
Yeah.
CHS logo.
Yeah.
I told Mike we gotta get a Washington middle school with the Washington Tiger world made, so we can put one over there and maybe do the other school over there.
Yeah.
But we're gonna work on that to dress the room on.
Yeah,
a little bit
yeah,
more.
yeah.
Cause most people come in and say, "Why y'all just got that CHS?" And you know what I'm saying, like you was at Washington all that time, that South Side. So we're gonna work on
Wiggum.
and Wiggum.
Yeah.
And we work on getting that stuff to address our podcast because it's truly about the kids
Yep.
and
Yep.
about giving people like you your flowers
Flowers.
while you still
While
here.
you still
and
here.
you able to smell them to see
Yes,
the fruit
Lord.
of your labor.
Yeah.
So we appreciate you accepting the invitation to come in. But while you sit there on the 50, we want to ask you for two names. Either two males, two females, or male or female. And what essentially what you're doing is put names in the air that we could reach out to bring them on the 50 so they can tell their story. This is how this road. This is how your name came up.
Yep.
Somebody came
Somebody
in
came with your
and
name.
brought your name up on the 50.
Yeah.
About me,
Brought
about
your
you.
name up. So
Yeah.
now we're gonna pay it forward, and you're gonna do the same thing. So
Yeah.
two people that we can bring in and honor them for the great work they've done, the great life they've lived,
here in our school.
In our school.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or in our county, in our city, somebody that had been recognized, somebody that has done a lot of stuff to help our youth in this.
I have two.
Yes, sir.
And females.
Okay.
Okay.
One male. And
All right.
you know, and this young lady, I can see so much different in how she made these young people just attracted. I'm talking about Connie Brown.
Okay, Miss Brand.
Miss Brown. Miss
Yeah.
Connie.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And the other one that I wanted to bring was my cousin Dank.
Sister Dane.
Sister Dane?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dane Walden. Sante Walden.
Sante Walden. I didn't get Steve.
Sante Brown. I'm sorry,
Sante
Sante
Brown. My
Brown.
brother Steve Walden watching. Stephen Walden watching.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
And,
watching Steve.
Sante Walden
That's your
Brown.
cousin. Okay.
That's your two.
Them your two. You
All
said
right.
you said they had a third. What the third one was?
No, I'm not. It's two.
Just them two. You gonna stick them two?
No, so I
Okay.
don't give room for other people to have
I
Okay.
call Sister Dane Sister Cummings.
All right.
They've been name been drawn on the 50.
I told Mike last week. I said, man, you gotta get Pastor Devin Knight.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm working on.
Oh yeah,
You gotta
yeah.
get Pastor
I'm
Devin
gonna bring
Knight.
both of them.
Pastor
And Coach, cause see, they got a great story.
Just
People
tell-
don't understand that Coach was a basketball coach, and
he
Pastor
worked
was a cheerleader coach,
with, and he worked with young man.
and worked with young men. Brought a state championship to
Down-
Donaldsonville, bro. Donaldsonville, Georgia.
Right.
Man, they own the city.
But I didn't know.
But you could not go to Donaldsonville, Georgia, and talk about that. You talking about somebody want to act up, talking about Pastor Knight and
Right.
Coach Knight or there.
Right.
Man, what?
So they don't play by them over there.
Nah, man,
Nah.
there's some people that really touch some people. Like I done saw a grown man cry.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
No. Listen to me. I saw a grown man cry on telling the story how they was devastated when they found out that Coach Knight and Pastor Knight was leaving to go to Thomasville. He went back and rehashed how he felt and was crying.
Oh wow.
Grown man.
Right.
Man, so it's powerful.
Okay,
So, yeah.
you know, this is on the back of my mind.
Yes, sir.
What you all are doing, he smiled
Thank you,
because
Lord.
exposure has to be.
Yes.
Yeah.
It has to be
Yeah.
done.
Exposure, man.
Yeah,
People,
man.
hey, and somebody gonna tell those might not be watching. Gonna tell something. Look, child, you should have heard that.
You know who I can't believe who ain't called in, Mike?
Who that?
Old Sarge. I can't believe
Old
Old
Sarge.
Sarge.
Old Sarge.
We got Old
Gotta wake him
Sarge.
up.
Old Sarge. He watching. He on there now. Old Sarge. Old Sarge
Okay,
called
okay,
in.
okay.
He outside of 50. He our third man. So he sees somebody in here and he like I gotta call him. Boy, y'all gotta do this. Y'all gotta do that. Y'all gotta do this.
Man.
So Old Sarge was way up there in New York last week telling everybody in New York.
Okay,
Get on the
man.
50.
Salute to the Sarge, man.
So
Yeah.
On the 50, man.
thank you, Mr. Smart,
Mr.
for
Smart,
coming in
thank
from
you,
my
bro.
heart. I appreciate you. I appreciate what you meant for Grady County.
Yes, sir.
And, anytime you welcome
Yes,
to come
sir.
in, anytime you want.
Anytime, man.
Please follow, like, share us as we go in there. And we don't mind getting criticism either. If we see something we ain't doing, let us know. We want to get it right.
Right. We trying to get it. We trying to tighten up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I surprised.
So much, you know.
And we value our elders. We evaluate
Yes.
the ones that came before.
Yes.
Like y'all need to do this. So we're gonna be leaning on
What
you
you
try to
doing
figure
is great.
how we get this boys
Right.
and men back going.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
man. We'll get this boy, get this
Yeah.
mentorship, get young men to see men what
Look
men
it up.
look like.
Look at that.
Yeah, like, okay, there you go.
Okay.
We gonna end it
Hold
out
on.
with-
You
there
gonna
you
end
go.
out with old Sarge.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, old Sarge.
Sarge.
Y'all thought old Sawyer ain't forgot about y'all.
That's my guy.
The real hot
The
dead here.
real hot man.
Old.
In the cavalry is having Mr. Smart. The real hot dead.
Yes,
Okay.
that's what I'm talking
Okay.
about.
You know,
Well, we gonna let you close it out, old Sarge. What you got to tell Mr. Smart?
okay. Mr. Smart,
Yes, sir.
you the real hot dead, you know that.
Yes, sir.
The real
I
hot
don't
man.
care what nobody says.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Down in that bottom, this man, that red oak track on the other side, Miss Hall, Miss Gladys, you couldn't come in the hot dead, could you?
No, sir. No, sir.
You
You
never
have to.
passed.
You have to
For
keep
real.
on straight and hope
You
that.
never passed. You got a great man here.
Yes, sir.
I ain't saying it just cause you from the hot deal, but I'm saying.
Right. Great man.
You know, Sarge telling you
Yes, sir. I should.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Y'all be good, okay?
All
Man,
right,
so I appreciate it,
man.
bro.
We love you.
Yes, sir.
Salute.
Man, I love you, so I appreciate it. Mr. Smart, we thank you for coming on the 50. Man, we thank y'all for locking in with us on this awesome show, man. Once again, man, if you see Mr. Smart out in the community, man, make sure,
Thank you.
man, make sure, man, we give him the salute, man, give him his flowers, man, commend him on the work he's been doing out here in our community with our children, with just the overall community aspect, man. So we want to tell you thank you for locking in. One more show from On the 50, man. Me and my boy Jared Queen Nerd. We always gonna bring y'all the great people, man, of our community, to uplift, to build, and to talk and let them tell their own story, man. So man, we thank y'all for having a great night. Man, y'all have a great awesome weekend, man. Salute, man.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Peace. Love y'all.
All right.
Yes.